Hello, dear students. Expecting you are keeping fine with your family members, and also I am expecting that you are keeping a good pace with your academic life. Though it is hampered for this pandemic situation, actually we are really to some extent helpless in this situation, but we have to continue our academic field and we have to continue our studies. Today, I would like to focus on a very important topic, that is how to write a paragraph. That is very important. And actually, you are very introduced and familiar with this topic from the very beginning of your student life. But actually, you have to maintain some criteria, some characteristics if you want to make a very smart paragraph or a good paragraph. That means for writing a good paragraph, of course, you have to maintain some rules and criteria. And there are different types of paragraphs. I would like to focus on these things, and definitely I think at the end of the class, of course, you will be benefited and you will get a clear conception about writing a paragraph. That is very important. And you have to answer the questions in your HSC first and second paper also. And not only that, when if you want to go for higher studies in abroad, that at that time you have to write down some article or that types of composition which will definitely require some characteristics or criteria about this paragraph. So you have to maintain all these things very clearly. Dear students, so I will ask you to attend the class very mindfully and try to focus on these topics which I would like to go through. And here first I would like to define what is paragraph actually. What is paragraph actually? That is very important. What is paragraph? It is very common or general view to many students or to many people that actually making a para means paragraph. No, not that. A paragraph is a group of sentences that flashes out a single idea. That means a paragraph contains a single idea. That is very important. Idea is very important here. In order for a paragraph to be effective, it must begin with a topic sentence, have sentences and that support the main idea of that paragraph, and maintain a consistent flow. That means you have to maintain a chain. You have to maintain a chain. Later I will discuss everything. A paragraph is a brief piece of writing that's around 7 to 10 sentences long. It has a topic sentence and supporting sentences that all relate closely to the topic sentence. The paragraph form refers to its overall structure, which is a group of sentences focusing on a single topic. This is a definition of a paragraph, and through the definition it is clear. That means when you will start writing a paragraph, at the time you have to maintain something. The topic sentence is very important. Then actually you have to maintain some structural criteria, and through these things you will be able to make a paragraph. That means at the first of this definition, it is very clear that writing a paragraph requires a single idea. That means a paragraph requires a single idea. That is very important. I will make you clear about this word idea. Types of paragraph. There are different types of paragraph. Especially there are 4 types of paragraphs: narrative, descriptive, expository, and persuasive. The paragraph can be used to describe or explain an endless variety of things. It is important to know how to use each paragraph type for the right purpose. Narrative paragraphs tell about a scene or event. Descriptive paragraphs gives you vivid descriptions of one subject. Expository paragraphs provide information, and persuasive paragraphs try to convince the reader. These 4 paragraph types are powerful tools for writers. Here, through my students, actually through this criteria, through these types, already you will be able to know actually each type of paragraph contains some special or distinct criteria. Narrative paragraph, well, actually what type of paragraph you will define this sort of paragraph detected as narrative paragraph, or which one is descriptive, which one is expository, which one is persuasive, all these things. That means each paragraph contains a very exclusive idea. Descriptive type of paragraph. This paragraph type describes the topic and displays the reader what's the subject included in it. The term selected in the description type usually appeal to the 5 senses of touch, smell, sight, sound, and taste. This type of paragraph can be more artistic than and may vary from grammatical standards. Here you will get some liberty. You will get some liberty and some fields which will touch, smell, sight, sound, and taste, and just by covering these fields you can be able to write down this sort of paragraph. A narrative type of paragraph, it is in simple words, This type of paragraph narrates a story that includes a sequence of topic sentences like a clear start, middle of the topic, at the end of the paragraph. You can, if you want to narrate some things at the time, you can just relate this type of paragraph, and which will include a sequence and definitely based on a topic sentence. Expository type of paragraph. It defines something or gives instructions. It may also explain a process and influence the reader step by step by a form of the method. This expository para usually needs research, but also it's possible to rely on the writer's own knowledge and experience. That means here, for writing expository paragraph, of course, you will need some information, and definitely you have to go through some research type of information, knowledge and experience. Persuasive type of paragraph. This kind of paragraph seeks to make the audience to admit the writer's point of view or know his or her position. Persuasive paragraphs are often used by the teachers because it is beneficial when building an argument. Also, it makes a writer to research and collect some facts on the topic. Maybe you need not to answer this type of paragraph in your academic examination, but it is very important. This type of paragraph is very important for building up your idea, for building up your writing skill. This is very important, and you will get some important information when you will start writing that type of paragraph. So try to focus on these 4 paragraphs that are very important, and try to write down at your own. And how will you write down the paragraph? I will discuss. I will tell you. I will let you know. There are some other types of paragraphs like classification, compare and contrast, process, cause and effect type of paragraph. This type of paragraphs also you will find. Here, dear students, the secrets to good paragraph writing, that are very important. What are the secrets? If you want to write down a good paragraph, actually what will you maintain and how will you be able to write down a good paragraph? What are the secrets here? In order to write a good paragraph, students need to understand the 4 essential elements of paragraph writing and how each element contributes to the whole. These 4 elements essential to good paragraph writing. That means you have to maintain a chain. I told you before, you have to maintain a chain and you have to maintain a system. That means by building up a systematic writing, of course, you will be able to write down a good paragraph. And what are the scenes here? Just think, unity. Unity is very important. Of course, you have to maintain the unity, and then order, and then coherence, and then completeness. That means these 4 elements are very important for writing a good paragraph. That means your paragraph definitely will cover unity, order, coherence, and completeness. That means you have to maintain a discipline. You have to maintain a discipline based on the single idea. And you should not digrade the sentences. All the sentences will be connected. All the sentence will be harmonious. Without maintaining the harmony, definitely you will not be able to write down a good paragraph. That is, for maintaining a good paragraph, definitely you have to maintain a chain, and that should be harmonious. Unity. Unity in a paragraph begins with the topic sentence. Every paragraph has one single controlling idea that is expressed in its topic sentence, which is typically the first sentence of the paragraph. Here, time and again, I am repeating the word topic sentence. Actually, what is topic sentence? You may be clear if I say in this way that topic sentence is the definition of the title of the paragraph, and definitely that topic sentence should be confined to a single idea. If I say Rohim is a student and he is a good player. Rohim is a student and he is a good player. Here, my dear students, I am connecting 2 ideas in a sentence. First one, a good student, and second one, a good player. Here you are getting 2 ideas, and this is the mistake. That means in the topic sentence, of course, you have to focus on a single idea. By connecting more than one ideas, definitely wrong in that case. That means the first sentence should focus on a single idea. That is very important. That means the first sentence, that means the topic sentence should focus on a single idea. And then the chain, I will discuss it later, and the chain, based on the topic sentence, you have to go further. But the first sentence is very important, and definitely if you break the if you break the system and if you include more than one idea in topic sentence, it will be wrong, and that should not be a good paragraph or a smart paragraph. Every paragraph has one single controlling idea that is expressed in its topic sentence, which is typically the first sentence of the paragraph. A paragraph is unified around this main idea with the supporting sentence providing detail and discussion. In order to write a good topic sentence, think about your theme and all the points you want to make. Decide which point drives the rest and then write it as your topic sentence. Suppose you want to write down a paragraph based on your father's business. That means your father is very busy and he works 16 or 15 hours a day. Based on these things, you would like to write down a paragraph on that things. So what should be your topic sentence? If you say, I love my father. No, because you are going to write down a paragraph based on your based on the business of your father. Your father is very busy. He works hard. You are going to write down that sort of paragraph. So what should be the topic sentence? Definitely should be like that. My father is a very busy man. My father is a very busy man. Or my father works 15 hours a day. My father works 15 hours a day. If you say, I love my father, it does not indicate that your father is very busy. So you have to write down your topic sentence based on this thing. That is very important. So don't mistake writing topic sentence. Definitely your topic sentence focus on the theme. That means by reading out the first sentence or the topic sentence, the reader will be able to know, that means you are going to write down the business of your father or the theme of the paragraph. Then the rest of the sentences will based on that topic sentence. That means the rest of the sentences will focus on the business and the sectors where your father works and how many times does he spends. In this way you have to develop your paragraph. A paragraph is unified around the main idea, the supporting sentences providing detail and discussion. In order to write down a good topic sentence, think about the theme I told you before. Decide which point drives the rest and then write as your topic sentence. Order. Order refers to the way you organize your supporting sentences, whether you choose chronological order of importance or other logical presentation of detail. A solid paragraph always has a definite organization in a well-ordered paragraph. The reader follows along easily, avoided by the pattern you have established. Order helps the reader grasp your meaning and avoid confusion. That means you are not supposed to write down some sentences which will lose its consistency. You have to make an order. Coherence, that is very, very important, dear students. Coherence. Coherence is the word that makes your writing understandable. Suppose your topic sentence is like that. My father is a busy man. And then you just wrote, we have a pet. We have a pet. What does it mean? There is no coherence. There is no chain. That means that the first sentence you told, my father is a busy man, and the second one, we have a pet. What does it mean? There is no link. There is no coherence. So coherence indicates harmony. Coherence indicates harmony. You have to maintain it. One of the best ways to achieve coherency is to use transition words. These words create bridges from one sentence to the next. The linking words are very important. That means you may use it as a transition words. Linking words. If you say thus, moreover, what does it indicate? That means you are maintaining a chain. You are maintaining a chain with the antecedent sentence or the sentence that is used before. So these linking words is very important to continue the paragraph and to make a good coherence. Just like a chain, this linking words or this transition words just works as a chain. These words create breezes from one sentence to the next. I told you, these transitional words actually work as a breeze. It creates a breeze. It maintains a chain. I will just show you some transition words that these words will help you to write down a paragraph in your own. And dear students, by the way, I would like to tell one thing, and I think this is very relevant to this field. What is that? Sometimes students memorize some paragraphs, and there is a very wrong thing. That is, sometimes we see that means if you learn only one paragraph, you may be able to write down 100 paragraphs. No, dear students, don't follow this one. Don't follow this one. And only memorization cannot boost up your confidence writing a paragraph, because actually each type of paragraph contains a different field, different things, different style. So you have to follow these things very minutely. And you can cause transition words that show order, first, second, third, like that. Special relationship, above, below, logic, further, more narration, in fact, like that. Also, in writing a paragraph using a consistent verb tense or point of view are a very important guide ingredients for coherency. And definitely you have to maintain some grammatical rules. Some important things: grammar, definitely you have to maintain some grammatical rules, very fundamental rules. Spelling, grammatical rules, sentence construction, all these things are very important. Completeness means a paragraph is well developed if all sentences clearly and sufficiently support the main idea, then your paragraph is complete. That means topic sentence, supporting sentences, and the concluding sentence. All these things are very important to write down a good paragraph. That is completeness. If there are not enough sentences or enough information to prove your thesis, then the paragraph is incomplete. That means you actually start writing a paragraph on your favorite hobby, but the reader fails to understand why. Why do you like gardening? Why? Lack of information. You have to make it complete. Usually 3 supporting sentences in addition to a topic sentence and concluding sentence are needed for a paragraph to be complete. And actually question will, when you will get the question paper, of course that question will denote everything, how actually the length of the paragraph, how many words you will use, all these things will be clear here. The concluding sentence or last sentence of the paragraph should summarize your main idea by enforcing your topic sentence. I will show you how will you link up between the topic sentence and the conclusion sentence later. Parts of a paragraph. The basic paragraph consists of 3 parts. I told you before, a topic sentence, supporting details, and a concluding sentence. This basic paragraph format will help you to write and organize one paragraph and transition to the next. That means if you follow these things and if you become able to maintain all these things very clearly, definitely your paragraph will get a good completeness. Topic sentence. Often the topic sentence is the first sentence of a paragraph. Also, we can call an introduction sentence of a paragraph. That means you are introducing the title, you are introducing the theme, you are introducing the given idea about through writing this topic sentence. It states the main idea of each paragraph and displays how the idea connects to the thesis or overall focus of the paper. All consequent points presented in the paragraphs must support the topic sentence. I told you topic sentence is very vital. Topic sentence is very vital and you have to focus on the topic sentence very minutely. What should be your topic sentence? That is very important. That is very important. And definitely your topic sentence will be very meaningful regarding the theme. Supporting details. The supporting sentences explain more about the topic sentence by showing some facts, states, or example regarding the topic. It also includes the writer's experience and own analysis and used to develop the topic sentence. The following are common origins of supporting details. Here, dear students, if you write down a paragraph based on your experience, just like narrative or descriptive paragraph, definitely you will input some information based on your experience, and through this writing, of course, you will be able to develop a good supporting detail. And the organs like that, the origins through these things, expert opinions, facts and statistics, personal experience, others' experience, brief stories, research studies, your own analysis, interviews. Actually, all these criteria are not applicable for a single paragraph. Actually, it varies. It varies. Supporting details. To prove or support your topic sentence, you need to do the following. That means, when you will develop your supporting detail based on the topic sentence, of course, you can follow some things. That is, these things are very important. Example: details, reasons, descriptions, facts, explanation. And these 6 things, the 6 points are not suitable or applicable for all sorts of paragraphs. You need not to know to include all of these. If you include all these things in a single paragraph, like descriptive, expository, or narrative, that will be wrong, because actually descriptive paragraph requires some single tips here. Expository writing requires some others. So all these things will not be included in a single paragraph. You have to use according to necessity. Concluding sentence. It is the end of the paragraph, which is also known as final statement about the topic. It ties all ideas given in the paragraph and emphasizes the main idea one last time. The concluding sentence, the writer usually restates the topic sentence or summarizes the main point of the paragraph. That means you have to maintain a connection between the topic sentence and the concluding sentence. That means concluding sentence is the reflection of the topic sentence. You may just think in this way: concluding sentence just reflects the topic sentence, and sometimes you can use the concluding sentence in this way by summarizing the whole paragraph. And of course, you have to make a chain between the topic sentence and the concluding sentence. A concluding sentence concludes or ends the paragraph. It is the last sentence of the paragraph. For concluding sentence, you can, I think these tips will help you. When you will write down the concluding sentence of the last sentence of a paragraph, you can maintain these things. Rephrase the topic sentence. How will you write down the concluding sentence? How will you finish your paragraph? You may rephrase the topic sentence. You may summarize the whole paragraph in a sentence. You may give a suggestion. You may make a prediction. You may give a strong opinion. If I ask you to write down journey by train, if I actually ask you to write down a journey by train, all these criteria will not be applicable here. So you have to write down a concluding sentence. You may be helped if you just think that I have to rephrase the topic sentence, or I have to summarize the whole paragraph, or I have to give a suggestion according to the demand of the paragraph. I have to make a prediction, that means what will go next, or I have to give a strong opinion after writing the paragraph. Actually, what is my opinion regarding this paragraph? You can conclude your concluding sentence in this way. Here, dear student, I told you before, just follow here. These 3 things are very important: topic, supporting detail and concluding. If you imagine just a paragraph as a hamburger, just the upper one is the topic and the lower one is the concluding. That means you are finding the similarity. You are finding the similarity between the topic and the concluding. The same thing, concluding and the topic sentence. That means by just observing the hamburger, just notice, that is very important. This picture will help you to understand the three important characteristics of a paragraph. If you want to write down a smart or a good paragraph, definitely this picture will help you. Just get the picture, visualize this picture very minutely. You can find the top and the bottom, the same thing. That means the topic sentence and the concluding sentence. It does not mean that you will repeat the topic sentence again in the concluding sentence. No, not that. But you have to make the similarity. Here, what are the supportings? What are the supportings? Just fine. In between the topic and concluding, that means the top and the bottom, at the middle of that hamburger, you can find meat, lettuce, tomato, etc. That means all these things are the supporting details. Here, if you use, what should I say, that is not applicable for making hamburger, some sorts of vegetables, some sorts of other things. What should I say? If you use here an apple, grape, or some other fruits, if you use here any carrot, you may use here. But actually, hamburger requires some special vegetables or some other things that are very important for making a hamburger. So, this, if you just imagine, this is a paragraph, you have to add in the part of supporting details based on the requirement. That is very important. And you have to make a chain through the paragraph. You have to make a chain. That is very important. So, this picture, I think, will be able to make you clear how will you maintain this chain. Important tips. Transition, I told you, transition words and phrases. These linkers, these linking words are very important. These transition words are very important to make a good connection with the sentences, to make a good coherent. That is very important. So, you can memorize these transition words or phrases. However, on the other hand, firstly, second, lastly, finally, then, after that, therefore, in comparison, for example, for instance, to instead, also, in addition, additionally, moreover, nevertheless, likewise, in other words, as a result, because of this, certainly, to summarize, to sum up, thus, in a nutshell, overall, hence, in the end, etc. You have to use these transition words according to your importance, according to your necessity. Okay, dear students, actually, all these things are about paragraph, writing a good paragraph. If you want to write down a paragraph, definitely you have to maintain these things very clearly. This will help you to boost up style. And dear students, I think you can start writing paragraph based on your text, based on your textbook from unit 1 to unit 15. Just think about the theme of the unit. Actually, unit 1 to unit 15, each unit contains a single theme. That is very important. If you want to develop your practice in this field, you may start your writing like this way. That means, and the first unit, great personalities in the world. You can write down a paragraph just thinking that my favorite personality. You can write down a paragraph on Nelson Mandela. You can write down a paragraph on Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. You can write down paragraph in this way. If you go through another unit regarding traffic, and start writing a paragraph on traffic jam, cause and effect of traffic jam, in this way you can start your writing. But of course, you have to follow this chain, you have to follow the system, and definitely I think you will be able to develop a good paragraph if you only maintain these things very strictly. I told you before, and again I want to repeat one thing very important. When a paragraph is becomes wrong, when a paragraph actually becomes degraded, when if I say, I told you that my father is a very busy person or busy man, we have a cow, I go to college every day. Actually, there is no coherent here. What are you writing? No, you have to write down a topic sentence based on the theme, and that topic sentence is very important. And of course, you are not allowed to connect more than one idea in a topic sentence. Of course, your topic sentence will carry only a single idea, and that idea should be related to the theme. That is very important. And by reading that topic sentence, of course, a reader will be able to understand what is the theme of that paragraph based on your writing, just by noticing only the topic sentence. So I will tell you repeatedly, before writing any paragraph, of course, you have to write down a very smart topic sentence regarding on the theme, Then you have to elaborate your paragraph based on topic sentence, If you say, my father is a busy man, of course, you have to explain why your father is busy man, in which fields he is busy with. If you explain in this way, your paragraph will be smarter. And the concluding sentence is very important. You have to make a link up between concluding sentence and topic sentence. That is very important. And by practicing these things, I think you will be write down a smart paragraph or a good paragraph. So, dear students, only by memorizing some paragraphs, if you think that these paragraphs are very important for your examination, and if you memorize some paragraphs, selected paragraphs, that is not wise. That is not wise. You have to write down in your own and try to practice it from today, and I think you will be able to write, you will be able to be expert in this area. So, dear students, I would like to finish this class today. Before finishing the class, definitely I will repeat one thing that is very important, and be safe, stay at home and maintain some health disciplines that are very important, and health guidelines that are provided by health department. Of course, you have to maintain that things, and follow neatness, cleanliness, that are very important, neatness and cleanliness. Definitely we have to compete with the natural disasters, and I told you time and again that before coming to the world, before coming to the earth, you actually struggled, and you have actually, you proved yourself that you are competent. Without being competent, you could not come to the world. So, of course, you have to remember one thing: survival of the fittest. Evolution theory of Charles Darwin. Survival of the fittest. If you want to survive, of course, you have to be fit. You have to be fit. So, I think, of course, you will try to make yourself fit physically, mentally. Physically and mentally. Only the fit are accepted and welcome to the world. So, try to make yourself competent and fit. Thank you, my dear students. Thank you very much.